Hey everybody, happy Friday. I hope everyone's had a great week and you are ready for the weekend. I'm just on my way home from running a few errands. Gonna go home and work on getting a few orders packed up, and then I'm gonna be working with doing some restocks on Beard Wash. And little surprise here, been working with the Beard Wash recipe, and as much as I liked the original recipe, I think this recipe people are really going to dig it a little bit better. It's got way more lather and bubbles in it, which I know bubbles don't mean that your face, beard, hair, whatever you use the wash on is clean, but it's nice to have a good lather and some really good bubbles. And I think I've got the recipe where I like it. So I'm working on getting everything restocked right now. I just got a huge order for Beard Wash, so it's perfect timing. So this person, they'll be the first recipient of the brand new blend. And it's 2026 has just really been a good year for us so far. I mean, we got the new Carrier blend, and the feedback has been amazing. So we had all the new releases for this year from end of February on have been under the new Carrier blend. But so this past weekend, I wound up having to do a few restocks on some of the older scents, and they will now be released under the new Carrier blend. So the two that you'll see in the new Carrier blend, the first one is Believe. I don't know if y'all remember Believe. That's the one that's got Bigfoot on the front of it, which is actually me. But that one will be released in the new Carrier blend. So anyone ordering it from now forward, it'll be the new blend, which is super absorbent. I can't say enough of it from my own experience, but I've started getting feedback from testers, feedback from people that have bought the profiles with the new blend, and so far everyone has really, really enjoyed it. Not that they didn't like the other one, but they just said this one's better. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, better is better. So the other scent profile that'll be released in the new Carrier blend is Santa's Reserve. So that one, oh my gosh, y'all, that profile went so well at the show that we just did. We totally stocked out. Whenever we go to a show, we have little tester bottles to where everyone can, open it up and smell it, because I don't want it, all of our bottles are sealed right after we make them. We heat shrink them and seal them. And I'm not going to open up a bottle just for someone to smell it, just to put it back on the shelf. So I have testers that I make up fresh for each show, and I sold out of every single sealed bottle of Santa's Reserve. This person came through and they said, I will buy the tester. So Santa Tom, dude, that scent is never going away. But it's even better now, because now it's released under the new Carrier blend. So it's even better now. But as we have to do restocks on the other scents, they will also be released under the new Carrier. I want to say Johnny Appleseed and Cherry Pipe Tobacco will be the next ones, and then we'll just work our way down to as we have to do restocks on some of the older ones. They'll also be released under the new Carrier blend. Let me see. We've got some new stuff coming up shortly. The Collective. There is a pre-order going on right now, so you can go in there, and if you are subscribed to our website, you should have gotten an email, and it has a code in there that you can use to save some money on the Collective. So take advantage of that. But the official release date is in it's like first week of April. Yeah, y'all are gonna love this. It's amazing by itself. It pairs well with really deep tobacco scents, whether it's ours, whether it's someone else's. Because I've worked with some tobacco scents that I've got from other companies, and it's great. It is totally great. If you Santa's Reserve, you can mix it with Santa's Reserve, and it's amazing. But it mixes well with tobacco scents. It mixes so well with bourbon, oud, really good deep dark scents. So that's another one I think y'all are going to enjoy. But then coming up, we've got 2 cologne scents. They're not cologne dupes. Nothing wrong with it. I don't know. I haven't yet really found one that I wanted to use that was just a cologne dupe. I know there's a lot of really nice ones out there. I just haven't found one that I liked. I will say I did just buy a whole new round of fragrance oils, and that's where these new cologne scents came from. So you'll see those be released too. They'll probably come out in April as well. And so yes, there'll be oil, butter, and obviously I'm going to make a cologne scent into a cologne. I have been wearing the one in oil and cologne for probably about 2 weeks now, and it's good. I'm telling you, I love it. I like cologne anyways. I don't know. I just always liked, a little bit of cologne, aftershave, just smelling good all around. And, but having a cologne that matches, an oil blend that we've released, it just makes the scent, the longevity so much better. So you'll see those. They'll be released. I know the one will definitely be released in April. The other one might follow a little bit later in that, but I definitely know the one will be released in April. Then we've got some other stuff coming up. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but we've got some really, really cool stuff coming out that I'm very excited about. It's been pretty much, I just want to say, a dream of mine since I started with Small Town Traditions. So y'all will see that happening sometime in the very near future. Once again, I won't let the cat out of the bag. Don't want to jinx anything. We're pretty excited about that. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything that's going on. But before we jump off here and everything, the last talk that I had, I talked a lot about not giving up on anything, and I stand firm by that. Don't ever give up. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, you're going to have bad days. You are. You're going to have bad days. There's days when I sit down to make something, and honestly, everything that I make just sucks. It's just, God, it just sucks. But it doesn't make me want to quit. It's just, so the chemicals just weren't working right that day, or my sinuses weren't working right that day, but I don't want to quit because I've had one bad day, and I don't want y'all to quit either. Just because you've had one bad day, or someone said something ugly to you, don't let it get you down. Really, don't let it get you down. Don't let it ruin what you're trying to get done. Don't do that. Don't compare yourself to others. There's nothing wrong with being mentored by others, but we don't need a cologne of who's mentoring you. We don't need that. We need what you can bring to the table. And because what you bring to the table, even though what they brought is special, yours is special because it's what you are bringing to the table. So, don't compare yourself. You are more special than what you give yourself credit for. Just don't ever give up. Anyways, I'm home. I've been home, so I'm gonna go inside, get back to work, probably make a big old pot of coffee, and I will see y'all tonight on some live streams. Beer with Respect, probably True North. I'll see y'all there. So, anyways, y'all have a good day. Jim signing off.